funny because we have this podcast, but we're not big internet people.
No.
We're not big.
I share my husband's stuff, and pretty much that's it. And whatever you're gonna send me,
Yeah.
is all I'm gonna
And
share.
I'm on his podcast, but I don't. We're not big. So there's a lot of people who that's where they get out their frustration or their anxiety or their thought process for the day or whatever it is. They get it out there.
Welcome
so I
to Words
think
on the
that just
Street.
finding
We're back with Leslie today. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Good. This is kind of like an impromptu, like, you called me, and I'm like, oh, do you want to record?
Yes, I did, and I do.
So how have you been since we last recorded? Like, how did you feel when you left? Like,
Kind of insecure, kind of scared. Not that like I want to double back on what I say, but sometimes what I say, I'm like, I get shocked at what I said,
yeah.
but it's good to process.
Yeah. How do you feel now since I've dropped a few clips? You saw yourself a little bit, right?
Uh-huh. I don't know. Again, my insecurities, I really got to work on that. Also presentation, like this is how I dress all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But social media, again, it's like so flashy and so like,
So it just made you, you kind of like were like looking at yourself trying to pinpoint it.
Yes.
Yeah. But you're fine. I'm fine. You saw I just threw stuff on. Who cares?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what this podcast is about being real.
Yeah.
You know? So don't even worry about it. And anybody watching, I hope they just respect. Like, we're just on here talking. We're not.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
Like, don't take our word for it. We're just having conversation.
It's just our experience.
Exactly.
Like, if they didn't want us to share our experience the way it happened, things could have played out differently. No.
Right? And we're not saying that it was right or wrong. It's just the reality of how it happened.
Yes.
For sure. So, when we talked, you were saying there were some other things that came up. Because there was also, you talked to me about some things that you hadn't talked to some of your other friends. How did that, not say any names or anything. First of all, how did that feel when you knew you were talking about it and that this was going to be something that you were going to,
It's like having my tail between my legs, and I don't like that feeling. And the reason why I didn't tell any of my friends what was happening last year was because I'd been struggling so hard already, not only financially, but like emotionally and physically.
Yeah.
And I'm still not better, but I'm at the end of the day, like accepting that I'm not going to get better, but what am I going to do different and how am I going to live? Like, continue to live and not just always make an excuse. Oh, I'm in pain. Well, this is why I can't go.
Yeah. Let's pause for a minute. I see your shoulders go like this. Let's take a drink. I forgot to.
I already took it.
You already took your shot. That's okay. Take a drink. Take a drink. Let me get my little Sprite and lime. I heard you say you felt like your tail was between your legs. Why did you feel like that?
Because after a year of everything, I don't feel like. I mean, I do have the shot, and everything is like a blessing in disguise. But the ones I should I didn't take the journey with them.
Yeah.
They were there in my rough times, and then I don't feel like I bless. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but do you feel like you owe them something?
No, I mean they don't. No, I don't know. I don't want her to I don't want my friends to feel like it's on them. It was me. It was my feelings and my insecurities that are it fell on me.
I know that you expressed that it was like a little uncomfortable for you when you guys saw each other. What did that uncomfortability feel like? for you?
That I haven't found the balance and I haven't grown. So I'm still all scatterbrained and like, I don't want to be the one with the drama all the time, but something always is happening or something's always going on with me. So, like, that's what makes me feel insecure about it too.
Yeah.
Like, how do I, like, the house isn't always burning. So, like, my nervous system is what I need to calm down. Like, or I don't know.
Do you think that people sometimes see you as where you were and not where you are? Or do you see yourself as where you were and not where you are?
I don't think the past, I haven't let go of the past.
Yeah.
Even though it's been 10 consistent years, like, that's a lot of consistency from a person coming from being an addict.
Yeah.
Or just even being like that 1% that was able to, like, rebuild.
Yeah.
I don't feel worthy of it. I lost a lot of friends along the way. I think the biggest one was the car accident. And so, like,
What's still stuck there in the car accident?
the kids that are left behind. There's 3 kids left behind.
When you say left behind, what do you mean?
Well, Danny lost her life that night as well, which was another baby,
Okay.
and my friend adopted him.
I'm sorry.
And to know that my baby's dad was the drunk driver, and he left 2 kids behind as well.
Are you doing anything for yourself to try to move past that?
I try. His family's Jehovah's Witness, so there's no resting place. It's not like I can take him to take her to the like cemetery or something, you know. But he is in a closet with the rest of the family because they're like in they're boxes,
Alright.
not an urn, a box. Because again, I don't know why, but they just never wanted to put everybody in an urn. It's just like a little.
The little box.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's not anybody else's place to talk to my 9-year-old about it. And when I got sick, her family did. Because Mark's dad, because my first baby daddy was involved. And I know it's weird, but it's comfortable. It was comfortable for me. As soon as my last baby daddy passed away, again, I'm so sorry. But I have 3 baby daddies, okay? So it was kind of messy. And like I said, it was a lot. And he did help in the beginning of when I got sick. And the minute the family started like questioning, like why is he so involved? Like why wouldn't he be involved? Like why wouldn't a man want to be involved with the person that has kids? Like, you know, like we have our own kid. So that was really difficult for me, I guess. And I'm always worried about what people think because of my past, because I came from nothing. And now that I have something, like, I don't always want to think people are just friends because you benefit from me. Because I don't look at people and be like, oh, I'm going to get this. No, like, I like to give. That's my love language. I love giving. But then there's no boundary in, like, on how I receive or something. I don't know. Like, I don't know how to explain it.
There's no boundary on what you give.
Yeah.
I understand what you said. That's a hard chapter to get past. But how do you go past that without those people?
So I've isolated for a year. I made some choices. The business has been kind of open under me for 6 months, around 6 months. And I took chances and I really believed in other people. That didn't really work out. But because I'm a mom, I don't have time for feelings. Like, I don't know. You know how you have a filing cabinet and you have like little like there's this and this, like that's how I feel like I live. Like there's a box for everything I need to get done.
So do you think, because I'm going to go back to your friend, do you think when you kind of detached from certain people, do you think that maybe you were putting, because you said you don't have time for feelings, and I know that that person has supported you, did you kind of put yourself and that, your feelings and that person, because that's kind of where they helped you at, in a box, and you had to do other things?
Yeah.
Like, does that person remind you of like, does seeing certain people remind you of that time or what you have to go through?
Kind of. And because that one was more of a positive.
Mm-hmm.
But being kept accountable is looking at myself and knowing that I know that other people are hurting me, I'm allowing it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I know that it's happening, but I don't want to be told that it's happening. And so I had to just disconnect because I was trying to give another person an opportunity without, even though the red flags were there, I didn't want to believe it was true.
Where do you think that comes from then?
So, family, that's why I would run away, I think, because my home will always be my parents' home will always be the way it is, right? Like,
For sure.
how they raised us or however we are. But with that age gap, me and my siblings are not close.
Okay.
And then when things didn't go, well, I guess, yeah, when things didn't go my way, I guess, or I didn't feel heard.
Yeah.
But see, once I left their home, their problems were still there. So it wasn't me. And that was like the only like tangible like proof I had that like
Because you're still going through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had built all of this before even talking about it.
Yeah. Do you think that guilt keeps you connected to the past, even when you're trying to grow? And when I say guilt, like how you feel guilty for not sharing the wealth with the people who walked with you, or just how you'll feel guilty for. So do you think that's connected to anything?
I don't think I've put it together yet.
Yeah. For sure. Okay.
But the not feeling worthy part, I think, is or the fact that I know I have responsibilities and I still took a chance.
And it didn't happen.
Exactly.
Yeah. What is looking worthy? What is feeling worthy mean to you? What is being worthy?
Just being proud of myself. That I deserve to be. Well, I'm California sober now, right? Because I've managed. From everything that I'm doing, this is what I can do. I don't do things on a daily basis. But I don't want to put a label on how I'm handling it or handling my social life. And I feel like I've been under a microscope for so long that I'm finally able to tell my part. Like, not what people are seeing, but like what I'm actually going through.
And what's your part?
I've just been a mom. Like, and I know it may not mean a lot to a lot of people because it's like, that's what you're supposed to do. But like, there's no way that I went through everything I went through. My kids were even adopted out. They were adopted out, and they talk about it.
How many?
3 of them. Well, 2 of them. One still doesn't live with me. I have a total of 4 kids. How do you say that with a straight face, and how do you live life knowing that you've struggled so much in the past to be able to get where you are? Like, that's just expected of you. You're supposed to be a mom. You're supposed to be there. You're not supposed to be
It's not easy.
Yeah. But some people don't ask for help. Postpartum's real. DV's real. Life circumstances. Like, it's almost like taboo to talk about, right?
Yeah.
Um,
And we're just supposed to get through it regardless.
yeah. Or how about the little girl that just passed away? Her dad passed away in the same manner as my daughter. Right? My daughter's dad.
Talk about that.
Yeah, Melody Buzzard.
Melody Buzzard.
She's the same age as Genesis. And if somebody would have helped her, or maybe she didn't want the help. But if somebody would have reached out, things could have been different instead of just judging people's circumstances. You don't know what they're going through. But that was way too familiar to me. Like, everything that was going down on that was way too familiar. And I was hoping for a better outcome. I was just, this is not what I expected. And that's when I realized you have to ask for help. It doesn't matter what you're feeling about asking for help. It doesn't matter what emotions come with asking for help. But if you don't tell anybody, things can really happen and like get dark really quick when you're like in survival mode all the time.
Yeah. It seems like you not even it seems like. So when I was watching the forum with the Melody Buzzard, one thing I noticed before they took her into custody was the pressure from the community on her.
Mm-hmm.
And what was interesting to me was, where were these resources for her and the child before this happened? Because this didn't just happen out the blue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There were signs, and they knew that there was issues.
Yeah.
You know, so thank you for pointing that out. 'Cause I don't think many people look at that. Look at the other side of that. You know, postpartum is real.
And she didn't probably cope with the death of her baby's dad either. And if you have mental illness in it, it doesn't justify what happened. It doesn't excuse it. It doesn't excuse what she did. It doesn't make her a better person or anything like that. Like, no, she needs to be accountable and get the consequences that she needs. But there are resources.
Yeah. Well, it's important to look at that because there's other women out there who are going through things.
Yes.
To be able to save other children.
Yes. Yes. And that's another reason, like, 10 years of not dating is a lot. And every time I want to dip my toe in there, and there's like always a comment or something that scares me away. But that's kind of a flex for me because, or I don't know, maybe not a flex, but like maybe I should be a little humble about it. But like I'm protecting her all the time, my own child, my own child, like, and there aren't. The world is ugly. And I don't want to bring anything ugly after working so hard. If I already took a chance. And that was just starting something to multiply, right? Like not reinventing the wheel, but just like investing in something.
You're talking about just because this is a new episode, so you're talking about your business and it not going the way that you wanted it to go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I can't be stuck on that either. So like when life is constantly showing me a reflection of how things could be, if I would have kept the path that I was on like 11 years ago, I really wouldn't have anything right now. And my boys wouldn't be where they are. So I can only help people as much as I can because of my own experience. But I want to be like, I want to be happy with what I'm doing and not.
And what you just said is something to be proud of, right? If you were where you were 10 years ago, then you wouldn't have anything you have right now. Your boys wouldn't be where they are right now. That's something to hold in your worthy bucket.
Yeah. I love my boys. I mean, I love my daughter too, but like.
Sometimes you just gotta see the little things.
Mm-hmm.
It's the little things that's gonna fill up the bucket.
Yeah.
Like you said, you came a long way. Okay. When you were in the last episode, you were saying that you were sent away as a teen, or basically you were in the streets, and so your mom came and got you and took you to the school.
Mm-hmm. A behavior modification.
The behavioral modification school, which also they practice Mormonism.
Yes.
Right? What did you feel like emotionally when she took you there?
Mm-hmm. Okay. So no sarcasm, but kind of like you just Google this, like like the internet had just been invented, right? Like that was like 2000.
Like, did you get it off Maury? Like, where'd you? Because remember they used to have the people the boot camps on Maury.
Yes, but I think she literally like Yahoo'd it, like like they just went on the internet and Googled it, or I think it was Yahoo at the time.
Yeah.
So, and it, like their insurance paid for it. I have no idea, like. How are we this white? That's how I felt. How are we this white? Like realistically, I was shocked.
Was there a lot of minorities at these schools?
No.
Because our parents were not going to pay all that money to send us there.
No.
Yeah.
There was like scholarships where they would pay the parent or the foster parent to send you there.
Yeah.
So there was some like little loopholes. But I didn't know. I never understood it. And then it's not accredited, so it's not like I did high school, graduated, and
no, it's private.
Like, so
they do what they want.
Yeah, and I don't even have a high school diploma. I mean, I have one through them, but it's a non-accredited one.
It's just something they decided to give out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You answered the question. How are we this white?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, no offense.
But it's not something that culturally that we do. Yeah.
I thought I was like, oh, they're gonna probably just, I don't know, go in my hair or something. Like,
looking back, what do you think you actually needed at that time? You were in the streets, you were young. What do you really think you needed?
So again, it's really weird for me because one, my mom and my dad are still married. They've been together forever. So I can't say that it was I needed them, but I did need them because they were workaholics. And again, it seems so petty to complain about that. But when your siblings are now being your parents and your parents are always working, and I know there was far worse things, but I'm saying like that's how
That's
I
valid.
felt. Like that's how I felt. And my siblings weren't like coherent enough to like, or I don't even know if coherent's the right word, but like I remember having to translate papers, or I remember having to advocate for meetings. Like I remember that. So where were they? Like it's just confusing to me. Like my childhood was very confusing. And that I don't know if it's from trauma, but it feels like I have a lot of gaps in it because I don't remember a lot of things.
Yeah. Sometimes they call it trauma blocking, I think it's called.
Yeah.
I'm not a counselor, so I don't know. But I think I heard that before. I think sometimes when you go through trauma, I don't know. I think you may forget it, but then through counseling and through talking and healing, I think it comes back.
Mm-hmm.
Don't quote me. I'm not a counselor.
No,
It's something I heard along my path. Do you feel like that when that happened? Did you feel like it was help, punishment, or abandonment?
Abandonment.
For sure. Even at that young age, you knew what that feeling was.
Just like I just didn't understand.
Yeah.
And really though, like I was a minority in that place. Like it didn't make sense to me. Like it felt like I needed to be the staff. Does that make sense? Like no offense again, but like there was maybe one Hispanic girl per family. And there was like 6 families. So and maybe 24 in each family. So like it was very few of us. And the rest of them they were called mamas, which they were like the workers.
Mamas.
Mamas, that's what they called them. Mm-hmm.
Do you think that experience affected how you trust people today?
Yes. Yes, very much. It affects my relationships, I guess, even to now.
Well, you said that the lady that you felt like got the money from you for the business felt like your handler.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna need you to dig deep on that. What does that mean? What is a handler in your sense?
That tells you what to do and how to do it, and I don't really have to think for myself.
Do you know you're being handled though if you have a handler?
I didn't know.
Do people always not know, or do you know sometimes?
I don't think you do know until you start talking about it.
And then, what do you mean you don't have to think for yourself? Like they're just always there, like whatever you need to?
So it was a very short interaction from November to December. And then my son left. He left back to his academy. So they weren't really around. But it literally, like, it was just that overwhelming for me. Like,
What do they? How do they? Okay. Where do handlers come from? What is the reason for them? How do they appear and disappear? I don't.
I just threw the word out there. I didn't really know what it was like trying to pinpoint or even like I just felt like she was just handling everything. Like this is gonna go to this is gonna be for the business, this is gonna be for the move out. This is gonna be to reset the house. This is what the amount is to replace everything in the home. When I probably should have really just reached out to my friends and be like, what do you think? Like, is it even like, should I move this quickly? Should I not move this quickly? Like,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then once the house was set up, And I didn't want to be in a dark house, so like I really needed to repaint it because it was like really like a dark gray,
Mhm.
and I get seasonal
You needed
depression. Yeah, I don't even know how to label it, but like I needed brightness,
Uh-huh.
so I had it repainted, and nobody was moving around, and I kind of got overwhelmed, and I thought me being me would ease the controlling part of it, like how I felt like it was like controlled.
Mhm.
And it still didn't ease up because I mean I didn't care. I mean I was yelling because like I was mad.
You were yelling at who? At her?
Not her, but just to get everything ready because nobody wanted to get up at a certain time to get things moving.
Oh, like the people in your household.
Yes.
Gotcha.
But again, I was at that time my body is in so much pain, and having to move from the apartment to the new home was a lot. I just didn't think it was going to be that expensive to do everything.
And she put all this together for you.
Yes. I mean, I found the location. I found the house.
But she put all the stuff together for you to pay for.
Yeah. Because they needed like rent, like past rent and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So the investment to the business was like the best situation, I guess. So it was sold really beautifully.
Gotcha.
And I was like, okay, so then I'm going to get everything back. If I invest it, it's going to come back.
Yeah.
Without a worry. But it didn't work out like.
Gotcha. Okay. How much did strict environment shape how you see yourself now? Speaking like your, maybe like the school, maybe like Scientology, maybe like your household, or just the structured environments that you've been in.
It has to be. I think that's part of my OCD. If there is no structure, if I don't have a schedule, I don't thrive, I feel. Like, I feel like I thrive under pressure. Because that's how strict the places were. Like, you couldn't look out the window. You couldn't forget your water bottle. You had to say, excuse me, every time you pass somebody. When Scientology is always putting your shopping cart away. Like, that's a big rule in Scientology. It's every time you grab a shopping cart, you have to put it back where it goes.
What shopping cart?
Like the shopping carts for like, you know, the buggies from like.
Did you guys go shopping a lot?
No, but it was still like repetitive. Like on the rules, like that was one of their main rules.
Okay.
So.
What were some of the other rules?
Don't hang out with people that suppress you. So if you like are around people and then all of a sudden you get a cold, or you get like, if you're around low vibrational negativity, like your body's affected.
Okay.
And I didn't believe it was true, but like certain instances I'd be like, why did I get sick after hanging out with this person? So how do you shake all those rules that I've learned in the past 15 years? You know? Like,
what would be suppressive though? Like, how would you know if somebody is suppressing you?
Like, they would say you get a cold, or you get allergies, or you get like a headache. Like physical symptoms.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Interesting. Do you think that some of the guilt you feel today might have started there?
How?
I don't know, maybe because, like, if you did those things, what would happen? If you were around someone with suppressive energy and they found out, if you didn't put your shopping cart back, how would that make you feel? And how would they make you feel about it?
Well, they ban you.
For not putting your shopping cart back?
Like, so if you don't follow all their rules, like, even the non-spoken rules, and I don't remember all the rules. I would push my boundaries. So I didn't believe in certain things, so I would push my bound. That's another reason why I was banned, because I pushed my boundary on it. So not cleaning, because you would have to like power wash the pavement, or I don't know. It's just weird. Like just
Do you feel any kind of way about being banned, or like do you have any feelings about that? Any guilt, any type of like feelings about behind that?
more fear, because if you get on their bad list, what could happen? Like, do they? A lot of conspiracy theories happen with Scientology. So I actually went to one of those places, but all the other stuff that they say about it, I get scared. Like, what if it is real? Like, can they really hinder you like that, or am I just a small little person that did their program and I don't count in their
You're
system?
not worried about it.
Yeah. So, I don't know. That's, I guess, my biggest fear is what they're capable of doing with your file.
Yeah. With the information. That they instill that type of fear. To be worried if you left.
Yes. It almost feels like in every program you're supposed to like marry somebody from their community. So like if it wasn't Scientology, with Scientology it was like the behavior mod with the behavior mod. Like,
What do you mean the behavior mod with the behavior mod?
so some of us are still in contact with each other via Facebook. Some of them married each other from the program. And they're very like pro-program. Like,
Really?
yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. I mean,
Even with their negative experiences.
some of them didn't have negative experiences.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So since it's a controlled environment and everybody still experienced something different, you know?
Well, I guess there's so many kids, so some of the mamas are nice and some of them aren't.
Uh-huh.
Is that how it works?
I think so. I mean, it has to. Because you're only with 2 staff members during the day and at night. Or what if they were better at following the rules than some of us?
Yeah. But I'm like, everybody was still in that restrictive
Mm-hmm.
environment,
Yes.
you know? That was probably traumatic for everybody, whether they recognize it or not.
Yes.
Did you feel, or were there any expectations placed on you that felt confusing or overwhelming in that time, other than the rules?
Not from anybody, just from myself.
What did you put on yourself?
To have an associate's before my son graduated high school. And he graduated high school and I still don't have one.
Yeah.
I want to let go of my childhood and my past. I feel like all that program jargon, like, I have to pull what's good out of it. But, like, my next phase is being a grandma. I'm not saying that they're going to be parents right now, but, like, eventually, like, the goal is that they're older than me when I had them, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to not forget about it, but I want to move forward.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still going through the court stuff with the whole situation, my arm and the ladder, and that's kind of scary, because they go into those type of questions too, you know, about your past and your mental and like. So not only have I gone through all of this other stuff as a kid, I got hurt and I still have to go through all of the fine comb of my life. And
Yeah.
I don't, I don't want to do it anymore. Like, I don't want to keep going back to that place.
Do you think when you go through struggles now, does it take you back there? Like emotionally or mentally, like? Because when I hear you say you don't want to go through it, I mean, we're all gonna go through things, right?
Mhm.
So it's like, how are you gonna? Is it that you need to heal, maybe heal something from there, so that you could walk through day by day and not walk through carrying 39 years?
I haven't talked about the program or any of that until now. Like right now that I'm going through all this, and then you and I talking about it. I don't think I've even shared. I think she knows, but she doesn't know everything. Like, so I don't think I think she'll be finding out for the first time that I was involved with Scientology, and why it's so hurtful that a pastor that was a pastor didn't remember my name even though I was volunteering.
And what was that? He had met you before, and then you were volunteering, and he didn't remember your name.
He still doesn't remember my name.
To this day, he
To this,
doesn't.
and then and our kids are close, so it's even weirder.
And so is it? I know both. So
Sorry.
it's okay. But him not remembering your name, is that? Do you feel like he should remember your name because you were at his church?
I also shared some stuff.
Oh, you
But when
talked to
I
him.
was finally starting to talk about it, and that shut me down. And then, like I said, it feels like a year that I just went MIA.
Gotcha.
And so every time I've wanted to it's not that I don't want to go through it. I don't want to relive my past anymore. I want to save my experience, but I don't want those feelings, like that. It's not nostalgia. It's like, it's almost like an ick feeling of that experience. I don't want to feel it anymore, so I wanted to heal about it.
Yeah.
So I was going to church. I was trying to find God, and I was trying to figure out how I can do this, and it didn't work out for me. So that's why I'm so mad. Like,
Yeah. Talk about it. What happened? I don't, because we're kind of like bouncing around a little bit. What happened? So did you go and talk to him, and then he was like really receptive, and then he like ghosted you, or what happened?
I was doing just Bible study and going to events, church events. And during Bible study, we would talk about things. So, and he was really close to my friends. So why wouldn't you remember my name?
So in Bible study, he was like you guys got into your conversation, into your
fellowship. That's what it was. We would go to fellowship in their home. So not only did we do church things at the church, but we would fellowship at their home. So when he had a fallout, or however things went down, the church closed down. And so we were still fellowshipping through another church.
Okay.
So it wasn't really about it was more of, he didn't hear me, or he didn't even recognize me. But I was putting all this effort into trying to seek God.
But it wasn't just his church, it was also his church and his home that you guys fellowshipped at.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little more personal.
Yeah.
Because you guys were going, I'm assuming this was often.
It felt often. It felt like every Sunday for maybe 3 months.
Okay, so you guys built...
Maybe longer than 3 months.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, whatever it was, you built a closeness where you shared that information.
Mm-hmm.
And then, what happened?
I just stopped going to church. Well, I went to...
When you say he didn't hear you, what does that mean, he didn't hear you?
There was things where you would share in fellowship or in Bible study. So I still remember some of the women that have shared their story.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess when the whole when you greet and you shake hands in the beginning of service, like even then you're still pretending you don't know me. It kind of bugged me.
Do you think he was pretending he didn't know you, or you think he
I don't
really
know,
didn't
maybe he
know
really
you?
doesn't remember me, but just still confusing because that's even more confusing because the other church was smaller than the church that we're all going to now. And I don't even go to it that often because my bag opened because I had a colostomy bag.
Mhm.
And when that broke, I haven't been back to church because that was really embarrassing too.
Okay.
But-
I'm sure that nobody's worried about it. Go back to church. Nobody's worried about it.
But yeah, the fact that there was a fallout between a friend, and they're working it out, but you're still, because of God, we're working things through. And we're still seeking God, which should be the most the priority, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm punishing myself. That's what I came to this weekend. It's like I'm expecting him to know everything I'm feeling, but I haven't even talked to him in a year.
The pastor.
Yes.
Gotcha. Are you gonna talk to him?
Probably not.
I thought we were getting somewhere.
What? Well, no, because I want to kind of leave things.
I feel it.
I'm saying it here. I'm saying it out loud.
If you're supposed to get to him, it'll get to him.
Yeah, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. But moving forward, this is healing me because now I can, I don't know, be proud of what I'm building.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be sick and this way, but I have to embrace it now.
And it's not gonna stop you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. What else do you want to say? I don't really have to go to my little handy dandy notebook for you because you're very interesting. You have like great stories.
Thank
That's why when you called me and said you want to come over and talk, I'm like, yeah,
you.
for sure.
I just hope that at the end of all of the volunteering and all of the other things that I like to do, that we as humans know we're not alone, even in our darkest times.
For sure.
Like, and just because I feel like I'm not being heard doesn't mean I can't speak.
Exactly. Sometimes you gotta speak up.
Yeah.
If you could talk to your teenage self, what would you tell it?
Don't make it that hard.
Is it that hard?
Sometimes.
But make it easy on yourself, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Take heed.
What do people misunderstand about addiction and recovery?
I know a lot of people say that they go through it because of the addict. But the addict wouldn't be hurting themselves if they didn't feel the pain. And I know that enablers are judged a lot. I think that's one of the biggest lies, is that an enabler doesn't have boundaries. But if you know that person, if you know that you can do something for that person to save them, right? Like, we're gonna do it. And I don't know how to say it, but like, it's not the enabler's fault that sporadic relapses, or they lose their life to that one last. I don't know how to say it, like,
You said it. How important was that for you to say that?
very important.
What are you most proud of surviving?
I'll get back to you in 10 years because that's when G will be 20. I don't know how raising a girl is going to be, so. Because boys are easy.
Okay, well, you got 39 right now.
Mhm.
So what are you most proud of right now?
I was able to finish raising my boys. Like, the odds were stacked against me. They were adopted out. Like, if they only knew their testimony was so powerful. Like, I mean, I never thought that would happen. You know, I never thought I'd.
Their testimony is not more powerful than yours. Keep talking, girl. You know, like I told you earlier, you might feel it was cool when you told me that your son can even notice that you're feeling a little bit better, and it's like maybe you're pouring some stuff that's been bottled in out, you know, and so some stuff that's warm and fuzzy can sit in there, you know.
Yeah.
You know. Thank you.
Thank you.
How do you feel?
Good.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's words on the street. Thank you guys.
Till next time.
Till next time.